We are the Remnant Connection.
Connecting the remnants all over the world.
All praises due to the Most High Yahuah. Remnant Connection. Y'all know how we do it. Listen.
We are the Remnant Connection. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's going on?
We are the Remnant Connection. Remnantconnection.com is the website. If you have not already checked it out, please check it out.
I'm Yahniece Lang, and
I am Christopher Lang, also known as Yahstopher Yasharel, also known as Cee The Truth. That's my music name. And Yahniece is my wife's music name. If you don't already know, yeah, we do music. We have stuff on all platforms, streaming now, videos, and it's for the building of the remnant. So that's what we do. That's
the building, the connecting, the educating, the worshiping with. We are the Remnant Connection. So, and this podcast we're going to be doing on a regular basis now, and this is our first one. So we're super excited. We're super nervous, and we decided to start it with our testimonies. We're going to interview each other, and we're going to share our testimonies so that you can get to know who we are. Who are these people that's putting out this music and talking about Yahuah and teaching us how to have a real relationship with him? Well, now you're going to get to know us. We're starting with Chris, which I am super excited because this dude right here, Chris from Compton, has a story to tell. And I am excited that I am not only his wife, chosen by Yahuah, but I get to interview him and help him tell his story. So that's what this podcast is about. This and all the other podcasts you'll be able to catch on the remnantconnection.com, which will be connected to our YouTube page and all of our social media.
Yes.
If you hit # the Remnant Connection, you'll be able to catch all of our good stuff. Yeah. So, Christopher, See the Truth.
See the Truth.
How you doing, bruh?
I'm wonderful.
Okay.
Barak to be here.
Yeah.
Barak to be here. Y'all was wonderful.
Yeah, just the stories that you've told me. I am just so, I don't know how much we're going to get out today, but I have questions, and we're just going to kind of flow with it and just see what Abba does. Is that cool? Let me pray first. Father, thank you for blessing us with this opportunity.
Thank you, Abba.
To share our testimony. For we know that our testimony is what's going to help people see you and see your hand in our lives.
Yes.
And if they are chosen like we are, they will know that they've been going through a lot of crap too.
Yes.
Because we're chosen to be a light for Yahuah. So we do have an enemy of our soul that has been trying to kill us from birth.
Yes, we do.
And so Chris is going to tell his story. Father, I ask that you help us both to decrease so that you can increase and use us for your glory. In Yahushua's mighty name, I pray. Hallelujah. Oh, so be it.
Hallelujah. Oh, so be it.
Okay. So I have my question. So my first question, who is Christopher? Who was Christopher before the truth, and who is Christopher now?
Who was Christopher before the truth? Christian for 30 years. Just wanting to give the message of the gospel of JC to any and everybody.
What do you mean by gospel?
That it's a spell that millions and billions of people are under. It's a spell. But we'll get into that, some other time. But I wanted to spread that message. I believe that when I was in Christianity for 30 years, that I was in absolute truth. Never took the time to research, because the information that we know now about us being the true Israelites and Deuteronomy 28 is talking about us with the curses and everything. This message has been there. It's in the Bible that we have been all reading for years. But because we have been so indoctrinated with Christianity and the different denominations and the division and everything that comes along with it, we did not want to research, or we don't want to research.
We just want to follow. Our forefathers did, what our grandmothers did.
So to answer your question, who was Christopher before the truth. 30 years of Christian, trying to get out and just do anything I could. Christian rap, I did that. Evangelism, I did that. Convalescent home, outreach, feeding the homeless, hospital visits.
Marrying people too.
Yeah, marrying, everything. I've done it all. I was actually an ordained apostle in the Christian church, and it wasn't until April of 2025 that Yahuah spoke his true name to me. And when I came across the true name, I denounced Christianity, because once I got the name right,
the truth.
Everything, it's just everything started falling into place. And it just made perfectly good sense. It was like pieces, pieces of the puzzle. He was giving me the pieces and I was putting together the puzzle. I didn't have to really search, because, when you have his Ruach HaKodesh, it's going to lead God and direct you into all truth. And so
if
that
you're
truth
looking
was coming.
for it.
If you're looking for it, that truth was hitting me. So yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your childhood. Tell me about your parents and how you ended up being raised by your grandmother.
My mother was on drugs for most of my teenage life, and so my grandmother had to come get me and my sisters, and she adopted us and put us through Catholic school. She took us. I grew up in Catholic school, St. Albert the Great school. It's not a St. Albert no more, I don't think, but that's the school that I went to from Kitty College all the way up to 6th grade. Then I ended up getting kicked out. But my grandmother raised us. She got us from the foster home, and she raised us after she had already raised 9 kids.
Wow.
And she took, she took me and my sister and my 2 sisters in and raised us as well. And, she was a senior citizen when she got us, so it wasn't easy for us. My mother would come around periodically, to see us and come get us and spend some time with us. But my grandmother was the one that truly raised us, put us through school, fed us, and did what she needed to do. So,
what was it like? What was it like living there, growing up with your grandmother?
It was wonderful. Didn't ever want for nothing. Was spoiled because my grandmother, I guess she felt, she had to go that extra mile. She did it for her kids. Why wouldn't she do it for her grandkids? And she did an excellent job. But my grandmother she had no car. So we didn't have a car. We got on the bus, grocery shopping, anywhere we pretty much had to go that wasn't extremely far. And then, because she took me to Disneyland the first time in California on the bus.
Wow.
Yeah, so, she made it happen. I'm grateful for my grandmother because, I was hard-headed. I was hard-headed. We say bad.
You were naughty, so you were spoiled by your grandmother and just naughty.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was horrible, because it just didn't make no sense to be that bad. But I was, and I didn't want to listen. And she still, she was up in age, so she couldn't really whoop me. Every time she tried to get me, pull that belt out, I'd run in that bathroom and lock that door. And I'd wait it out. Literally, no, for real. I would wait it out, stand there about an hour and a half till I think she sleep, come out, and she'd forget about it. But she was a wonderful grandma.
Okay, so prior to Yahuah, who you knew to be JC back in the day, you were in fact a drug dealer, gangster, and thief. How did that come to be, and how did you get out of it?
Coming to be a dope dealer and gang.
All of that.
Pretty much the environment. Grew up in Compton, California. Stanford and Rosecrans. Just growing up over there and everybody evolving into pretty much a gangster, a dope dealer, or a rapper. Some of my younger homies was playing sports, and so we just kind of went with the flow. And when crack hit in the 80s, it was really easy to get rich fast.
Easy money,
to get rich fast. So once crack hit, I just started doing it. But it was a process because we lived in Compton. then we moved, and then we went to Los Angeles to live. And I didn't really start getting into real trouble until we hit the streets of LA. It was a different level. And, you know, just hanging around guys there. Yeah, I had some times there. Shot at a lot in LA.
Not only were you shot at, but you were shot,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
You were
yeah.
shot with a sawed-off shotgun.
Right, with a sawed-off shotgun.
You still have the BBs in you, and I don't know if they're called BBs or
Buckshot.
buckshot. You still have the buckshots in you to this day.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I could touch his back, and I could feel like it's incredible.
They're in there. They
He's
couldn't
still
take a lot of them out. So the ones that popped out.
How
but
painful was that?
It was painful. It was more painful after, a day or two after, because you're in shock and your adrenaline is pushing. So you don't really you realize it, but it's nothing like. I mean, my legs were swollen up so big from the pellets in my legs. It took me about a month to start walking again.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And how old were you when that happened?
I was 18 when that happened.
Okay.
And yeah, it was horrible. So, again, LA was a whole different level. And ironically, I was out there selling dope in LA and got caught up, and some dudes rode up, and a guy popped out the back of the cab of the truck with a 12 gauge and just started shooting. You know, and even then I didn't learn my lesson, because I stayed in the streets. I remember because I ran up the stairs. I showed you the place where it happened when we went to California last. But I ran up the stairs, and I fell at the top of the stairs, and I thought I was literally paralyzed.
Wow.
But I moved my legs. And I was grateful to Yahuah, because I actually moved my legs, which told me that I wasn't paralyzed.
Right.
My spine
That was the
wasn't
first
damaged.
thing you were thinking about.
Yeah, I thought I was paralyzed.
Wow.
Because my legs stopped working when I hit the top of the steps.
The grace of Yahuah, I tell
Yes,
you. The
yes.
grace. So, okay. So you've mentioned to me before that you were homeless and even vehicleless at one point. Where was your faith during that time? Like, did you ever feel during all this time that you were in sin, did you ever feel Yahuah in your life? Like,
You mean before I came into Christianity?
Yes. Did you ever feel?
Oh yeah, I knew it. That's why I walked away when I walked away. I was literally, my soul was waiting for an avenue to live. I just knew it wasn't right. The stuff I was writing, the music I was writing, the dealing of the dope, the hurting people, mistreating people. I just knew that, no, that's not how we are supposed to live. And, you know, even though I grew up in Catholic school, you learn some type of morals of trying to be a good person. And so that has always been instilled in me. But
through pensions, right? You said they're pinching y'all at the school?
oh yeah, the Catholic nuns?
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to pinch us all the time. Yeah, that really hurts.
And we had to paddle, because I was at a Christian school, so we had to paddle.
No, they used to pinch us. We had to paddle too at the Catholic school. But, you know, deep down inside, I knew I didn't want to keep living like this. It was not what I wanted to do. I knew that if I continued in the streets the way I was going and at the pace I was going, that I was going to end up dead or in jail, penitentiary for the rest of my life, or in somebody's cemetery. And I didn't want that.
Yeah.
So when I gave my life to JC and came into Christianity, I walked away from it completely. And it was record label deals on the table, and all kinds of stuff was happening. I had a couple of groups under me. I was the forerunner in the neighborhood music, and, you know, we was pushing the label. And when I walked away from it, I walked away from it for real.
Yeah.
That started my Christian journey. That was in '97, and it was until last year of April. Last year of April that I came into the truth, and I've been walking that ever since, and I've been going in it too. You know, I'm just not here. I'm trying to learn. I'm seeking the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding of Abba Yahuah.
You're working on your relationship.
Yeah, relationship. The relationship is the most
important part.
Most important part. So, you know, but I'm grateful where we both are, because it's been a journey in the 6 or 7 months that we've been together.
learning and growing together, how to strengthen our relationship, both
Yes.
learning the truth, but also understanding that it's not just the truth that is important. It's learning who you are in Him and
Yes.
working on your direct relationship.
That's
so
right. That's
that
right.
leads to my next question. You know, how did you know that you were going to be rapping to reach the lost remnants?
Well, I've been rapping since 1988.
Right.
I started off as a DJ, and then it evolved to writing lyrics and emceeing. So it's always been a passion of mine. And, you know, Yahuah cut that short in 97 to where I could not continue to do the lyrics and the music that I was putting out.
Mm-hmm.
But I asked him, I said, if you would allow me to continue to do this, I will continue to do it. And 2 albums and a mixtape later in that Christian arena. But when I came into the truth in last April, I told myself that I have to go back and clean up some of the stuff that I pushed. You know, I don't have me personally, I ain't got an option. There's a lot of lies in Christianity, a lot.
And the people that you pushed away too, that were
right.
In the truth while you were a Christian.
Now,
right?
I apologize for everybody I pushed away.
Yeah.
The moment that I came into the truth and I got re-immersed, I called everybody and was like, brother, you was right. I'm sorry. You know, I shunned a couple. It was only a couple of brothers. I blocked a couple of brothers. I shunned a couple of brothers. But everybody that I shunned and blocked, I unblocked them and I called them and I was like, dude, you was right. And they couldn't believe what they was hearing. Because I wouldn't have thought in a million years that I would have walked away from Christianity. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought that I was going to my grave believing it.
Well, same here. I mean, that's all I knew. My grandmother, I mean, I was in the church as far back as I can remember. My mother was an evangelist, so I understand how you feel deceived. You when you realize that
yes.
all of that is not all of it, because if you're really looking for Yahuah, you will find Him. He says, if you seek me, you'll find me. There are people that will find Yahuah in Christianity, but only if they're looking for Him. They're not looking for the religion, which is the actual idol. Is Christianity in and of itself is an idol. JC is the Antichrist because he's not
right.
Yahusha. He's just
not.
not. And it started with, you know, it's just we changed his name to now Yahuah has been completely ignored and they're worshiping someone that's not His Son.
That's
so,
right.
You know, even for both of us, realizing the truth about Christianity and then going in the right direction, learning that it's about relationship has been a journey.
Yes, it is.
And I'm excited about you and your music. We've already done a song together, but Chris I like to call Chris a punch in the face because his name, Cee The Truth, is that way for a reason. His sword, his weapon, his mouth, the words that come out of his mouth and his music is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help us, Yahuah.
Yes.
And the truth is hard to receive because
yes, it is.
The truth will set you free if you let it. But most people, 90% of the people take offense.
Especially if you believed a lie for so long that you had perceived to be true. You know, a lot of people don't want to hear it, but I mean, it is what it is. You got literal souls on the line here, you know, and we don't want to see anybody perish. So we have to come with the truth.
We have to come. So how do you think people are going to receive your music, what I call punch in the face?
What I've come to find out in the truth movement, the Israelite movement, is that there's different branches. You got different clusters of brothers and sisters that believe different stuff, and they walk completely different. You see what I'm saying? So I'm believing Yahuah that it'll reach who it's supposed to reach, because I'm on a mission to do just that. So a lot of people probably won't receive it. I mean, a lot of people get stuck in their ways, especially in this movement.
Most people.
I know Christians probably won't. If they do, they're teeter-tottering between walking away from Christianity and just waiting to get that confirmation. So if any Christians are converted to the truth, it's going to be because this is where they were contemplating it. But a hardcore Christian won't even listen. they won't listen or take
Well,
the
because
time.
that's religious. That's that religious
Right,
spirit.
absolutely.
And you get that reprobate mind when you don't want to, when you're hearing the truth, but you don't want to receive it because you're comfortable with where you're at.
Right.
That's your idol. So, okay. So what are your plans for the next 5 years, Chris, with your music and ministry? Just all of it's ministry, but what's your plans?
Plans for the next 5 years. For the next year, as far as music goes, the goal is, Yahuah willing, to drop a song a month for the next year. And I've started. So I'm 3 songs in. But the next year, I just want to just drop music every month. Have something ready on deck, ready to release.
And we're going to be traveling.
Yeah, a lot of traveling. We've been traveling since we've been married.
But we're going to be traveling to share this music.
Yeah,
we're going to be
doing
going to different locations, letting you know. If you watch our website, the Remnant Connection, you can even get our merch. We got some nice merch.
Yes.
If you check out our website and everything, we're going to have the locations that we're going to be traveling to within the next few months over the summer. We're going to be doing live music, worship, ministry, immersing. We're going to be, we're going to be the people that's out here telling the truth and helping people realize and understand through our music, just through our words, showing Yahuah and helping people get free. We're looking for the remnants.
Yes, we are. And we are available.
Yeah.
We have made ourselves available to the mission and to the cause. So that's what we're both going to be doing in the next 5 years and beyond that. We just want to educate people. We want to barack people, bless people. We want to be available, because in this walk, it's a very lonely road.
Yeah.
See, this is the narrow path.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Broad is the way that leads to destruction. So if you're walking this path, pushing a true relationship, truly walking with Yahuah, then you're on this narrow path, and it's lonely. So and just connecting with brothers and sisters who desire to connect, fellowshipping, and because we know a lot of brothers and sisters that do music that we're going to be doing some stuff with too. So I mean, just being a barack to the people. That's what it's about, and that's what we go.
And let them know that they're not alone. Like we're here. We're here to pray. We got a prayer. You can write your prayer requests on the website. Just check it out. Go to the remnantconnection.com.
The remnantconnection.com.
and check us out.
Yes.
Chris, thank you so much, Cee The Truth, for telling us a little bit of your story. We're going to be writing a book.
Yes, we are.
Are you going to tell the name of the book yet?
No.
That's a surprise. Okay. We're writing my book is coming out within the next couple of months. I'm hoping in March, but April at the latest. It's called Ziplining Through Life, Traveling Through Life, Yahuah's Way. And then Chris and I are going to be putting together our book, which is going to be telling our childhood traumas, the things that we've been through that caused us to carry all the idols that we were carrying, that we had to surrender to Yahuah in order for us to be able to have a real relationship and to be able to be everything he created us to be. So that book is going to have all the crazy details of things that brought us together, and then how...
Can't wait, I'm excited.
Yeah, and then how Yahuah put us together to do the things that we're going to be doing. So we're super excited. Just follow us, guys. Stay tuned. This is our first podcast.
Yes.
My interview will be next, and then we're going to go on from there, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to definitely go on. A lot of great things for you guys in the name of Yahuah. So get ready. If you have not checked out the website, remnantconnection.com. That's the website, and lots of resources, music, information, and just stay tuned, y'all, because we are going to be out there. We have committed our lives to get out and spread the truth.
Spread the way.
The way.
The way, the truth, and the life.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris, and thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.